Are you recording Zoom?
Recording.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Welcome back to another episode of a Mike Bull podcast. I'm your host, Johnny. God damn it! Why?
What the fuck? Why did you say that?
Because I was thinking ahead, and I was like, "Oh, and we're continuously joined by Johnny," and then I was just like, "We have like a full cast," and I don't. Well, YouTube, you got a treat.
No, that's staying in.
I'm your guest, Gabe.
Yeah. And I'm Jaime.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to another episode of a Mike Bull podcast. I'm your host, Gabe, and I'm joined with the full cast, Johnny and Brad.
What's up?
Oh man, we got
to find out why we're giggling. Check us out on YouTube.
For real. So let's get into a really nice UFC card.
Yeah, that, to be honest, I only watched the main card. I was working and I got home just in time to watch the it's Malarkey, right? His name is pronounced Malarkey?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic last name.
Can we, before we get to that, can we talk about Alonzo Menifield's submission? Because he looked pretty good.
Von Flue.
Was it a Von Flue?
Yeah.
Gross. I knew there was one on the card because Jillian Robertson almost got one, and they said like, "Oh, that would have been the second Von Flue." So,
yeah, dude.
Minute and 10 seconds in, a minute and 11.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
pretty quick.
He was dominant. Like, I don't think a single shot hit him. So I like those kind of performances because he'll probably be back out pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take no damage and Von Flue, the fucking guy.
And then moving on to the first fight of the main card, Malarkey versus Worthy. I
had Worthy going in.
I did,
but damn
as well. I just said I like this because I like it when the names, either like nicknames or real names, play on, and you have someone named Malarkey and you have the other one named Worthy.
Oh
Fucking
God!
fantastic. And it's ironic that the Malarkey won.
Yeah, it was fucking full Malarkey right there. This was the left hook that just clipped the chin, right? Just barely. And oh man. That was fucking wild. What a great punch. Literally one punched him.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
And it was looking. Karma Worthy wasn't looking nearly as hot in his feet in the 46 seconds that we saw him, but it didn't look like he was going to get fucking knocked out 46 seconds into round one.
I saw it coming.
Oh, okay. Johnny saw it.
He was like, I had that. And I'm like, did you?
I was like,
no.
I was like, oh, this is it.
If it's not on DraftKings, it's not real. Oh, Jesus. Well, yeah, that was what a great fucking knockout, because Joe was talking about it and I watched his highlights, and I do remember him in his last fight where it was like an absolute fucking slugfest and it could have gone either way. So glad he finally got one that he rightfully won. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to move on to the sad fight?
Yeah, this one, I
My
agree
wife
with you,
got beat.
You said someone judged it
2. Two judges gave that fight a 30-27.
I don't agree with that. I think the second round was obviously Jillian
Clearly.
Robertson. And dude,
I thought she 10-8'd her in that round. Like, it could be a little bit of bias on my part, but if you hold someone down for 4 minutes and it was like 4 minutes and 15 seconds of fucking top control time, you 10-8'd that person, especially when you were attacking subs the whole time.
If Miranda didn't get those final shots in the last 10 seconds,
yes,
I would agree with you.
But
those were nasty shots. However,
yeah,
dude,
that was enough to 10-9.
Dude, the sprawl that Jillian Robertson had to have control, some of those were fucking nasty, dude. She was so fluid. I mean, she was so comfortable.
Yes.
The issue is, man, she really needed to, like, in the third round,
she was gassed.
Yeah, it really came down to that. I didn't see the extra juice or drive that she needed to finish it.
Yeah, she was gassed in that third round. It was bad. And Miranda Maverick, she looks fast as fuck. Like, those punches were so violently quick.
She's really complete, dude. I liked her stand up and I liked her ground.
Her ground game was good. Yeah, like to be able to stay on the ground with Jillian Robertson and actually keep top position a while and fend her off. Like, she's probably the best on the ground at flyweight.
Because that's essentially what was the downfall for Jillian Robertson, but she wasn't as comfortable on stand-up.
Yeah,
and
she wasn't as crisp.
Yeah, and with Miranda kind of keeping her own on the ground, she knew she didn't have to fear the takedown as much and was to go real heavy with every shot.
Yeah.
So,
see, Jillian, the way she was fighting looked to me like when I fucking shadow box in the mirror before a shower or something like that, just like real slow. And that was like her actually fighting. Like, her punches were not coming very quick. It has, I'll give her that she looks better on her feet than she has previously. Like, her fighting's definitely becoming more complete, but holy shit, Miranda Maverick is fucking violent on the feet.
yeah,
I'm excited to see where she goes.
Exactly. She's already 2-0, and I know they talked a lot about her being a rising star. So hopefully it continues, because it seems like with the divisions, how they're going, I think we need fresh blood coming in the women's division and all across. I mean,
yeah,
it's looking like tough competition. So hopefully someone can rise to the occasion of, God, whoever's on top. To think of
Shevchenko, yeah,
Rose,
Maverick needs Maverick needs like 3 more fights before she goes up against Shevchenko.
100%. Like, it just nowhere even close. But
I mean, Shevchenko's beaten everyone, so realistically, Dana White might be thinking like, "Oh, throw the fresh meat at her," but please, just don't fucking do that. Let her get more UFC experience before that.
I think that's what's issue with these dominant fighters, is that they don't even let the division develop enough to have competition. They're just like, I've beaten everybody. They're like, all right, let's try this person. It's like, she's like 1 to 2 years out from this situation. She needs way more UFC experience. So
exactly. But I can't believe she makes 125 either. She is a big 125 pounder.
Oh yeah.
Like, just standing next to Jillian, it was like, holy fuck, that woman is built.
You saw it in the shots too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm excited to see where she goes. I'm sorry she had to do that to my wife, but you know, what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some.
Anything Johnny to add on?
No, I think you guys pretty much covered it.
Only at the Mike Full podcast can we talk 5 minutes on a Jillian Robertson fight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm married.
You don't get this kind of analysis anywhere else. Okay.
Yeah, her husband's one of the hosts. Come on. Do we want to talk about Sugar? Johnny, this is your boy, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
He's my boy. I love Sugar.
I think it's your guys'.
This man wanted 5 walk-offs.
Yeah.
Pissed me off. It was pissing me off.
No, yeah, I was fucking livid too.
I'm like, just fucking end it. But now he wanted this highlight. He ended up getting a highlight. So
yeah, Sugar just flows so well. He seems like he can attack you out of nowhere. Like, his hands are just always present, and he was throwing in some nasty fucking head kicks too.
Yeah, those spinning heel
that one spinning kick to the body. Oh my god! Oh, that looks like that could crack a rib. Like, gross. And it was there like that, just so fast.
I think there was a time in the fight he threw like 3 straight spinning back kicks.
Yeah.
It's just the fluidity of him and the precise shots. I was called out, but he reminds me of the white Izzy. I called him Vanilla Izzy.
I like that.
The way he can just be so elusive and like precise with his shots, his feints, and like, even though the ground game isn't superior, but it's like enough to prevent it and keep things standing up.
He is a purple belt. I mean,
yeah,
he's a legitimate purple belt, but I've never really seen him on the ground all that much. But yeah,
they want to keep it up. They want to keep it standing.
Yeah. But I like that comparison to Izzy. It's very similar with that very flowy, weird, very, very unorthodox fighting style. Like, where the fuck is this hit going to be coming from? Did you see him at one point? He got backed against the cage, and like, because Almeida was like coming forward with a little bit of pressure, and it backed him up, and he was like throwing weird, like, all around from the side, and then just went like this. And ran out the back door. It was like, what the fuck, Sugar?
I like how like practically the entire fight they were just trying to call out his durability.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what if he just gets leg kicked right now and that's it?
Yep.
I'm like,
what? He was
you say that in every fight. Yeah.
He was throwing violent ones. To be fair, I was worried about his leg too, but it obviously held up. Do we want to talk about the fucking knockdowns? first knockdown. Well, it was round 1, wasn't it? Like halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly knocked Almeida out in his fucking feet. Dude fell over, was damn near unconscious, and just barely got his arms up. And the ref wants it to keep going, and Suga's trying to get a walk off. Like 9 out of 10 refs call that one.
I agree, but I don't. I just think there was a little bit because he like did fall, but he immediately went into this position, which made me believe that like I can kind of see where the ref is coming in from. It's not like he was like kind of immobile and going like this a lot. Like he put his hands up for immediate.
I could see that being like a 50-50 call, but I think most refs stop it there. Like especially when you see him just straight eyes in the back of his head falling over like that.
I just think
most
to
refs
like
stop it.
I think what most refs want to see is at least the attempt at punches that wouldn't have been guarded. And like even in that situation, he probably would have at least blocked a few. And it just seemed like Sean was trying to be cute.
Right. But at the end of the day, the ref's job is to protect the fighters, right? Mm-hmm. Like that man went unconscious. He didn't need to take more damage.
And what happened to end the fight?
And what happened to end the fight?
Unnecessary shot.
And I immediately text it to the group chat that I agree with it. Because you know what? This motherfucker has been knocked out twice standing up, and this ref won't call it out or won't call a stop to the fight. You want me to punch him again? All right, cool. I'll throw a haymaker to his fucking head on the ground. Like, you should have stopped this. At this point, it's on the ref.
You need to finish the fight. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you really? And I watched a clip too. Somebody there on the sideline had a phone out, like one of the people that were invited to watch, and they took video of that knockout from the angle where his arm came down. He literally, Almeida was unconscious. You could see his eyes were closed as the punch came in. Suga came down with that fucking heavy right hand, actually bounced his head off of the mat and back into his fist again, and then fucking walked off. Like, he did not need to take that damage. The ref should have stopped it. The man was very unconscious and his head got bounced off the mat. Like, if he's concussed, I'm blaming the ref. Suga, I totally agree with Suga. It might be a hot take, 'cause, yeah, you don't really want to beat him up, but like you saw, they were shaking hands and everything. Like Almeida knew it was up. Like, shit, he probably would have done the same thing. That's all I have to say about that. Fuck that ref. I don't know who the hell that was. Fuck that guy.
It was Herb Dean, man.
That was not Herb Dean.
It's everyone's favorite.
Yeah, he was in a fight coming up, not the next one. The shit show that we all fucking said was going to be a shit show. Luke and Woodley.
Man,
Woodley got a decent shot in. I mean, one.
It's just so sad because it's like one of those movies where you see the hero like do a last ditch effort or like a side character and they still die. Because this man, he actually did something this fight.
Kinda.
He actually kind of did something this fight. Like he at least hit him and rocked him, and it looked like he was going out on a shield. And then he died.
And then he died. Yeah. Luque fucking swarmed him immediately. There was blood in the water. I think he got a knockdown on him and then the submission, right? Because I think it was off of a knockdown that got into the ground.
Yeah, I think Woodley tried to go for a takedown, or I think he just fell. Yeah, I think he was just so rocked from like the big shot he took earlier. Yeah, he just fell over.
Because he took like 3 or 4 big shots.
Or I think you're right, Johnny. I think he did go for a takedown.
I don't know. I was calling for him to go for a takedown. I was like,
but at that point, dude, he was so gassed.
He was unconscious standing.
He wasn't gassed. He was just out. He wasn't gassed. He was just out of it.
Yeah, he just landed on his leg going limp.
It looked like it was his legs. Oh my gosh, his legs. When he had to lean up against the cage.
Yeah. That
was pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
He pretty much ended up bouncing himself back in for another punch.
And Johnny, I think you were right with the group chat. Bellator contract incoming. I think it's me. Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Well, because did you hear what Dana said? They asked about that, and like they asked about Woodley, and he was just like, "Lose what?
4 in a row.
4 in a row, and how old are you?" And they're like, he like answered his own question. I forgot how old Woodley is, and then was like, "Yeah, it's pretty much done for you." So yeah, 38. So he was like, "How old are you? 38? Losing 4 in a row? Yeah, you're pretty much done."
Yeah, so, he go and fight Yoel.
No, fuck it. Woodley's done. Get him out. He's washed. I was trying to think of like who realistically we could throw him up against. Fuck him. He's out. Dude's washed.
Yeah, Yoel's in Bellator. You can meet him there.
Oh shit! They did release him.
Yeah, he signed. He has a fight schedule already. I want to say.
Woodley does?
No, UL.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Woodley. Woodley got released.
Oh, did he?
Apparently, he said he did this press conference about free agency that I'm reading.
Oh.
Yeah, Woodley issues statement after 4th straight loss and becoming a free agent.
There we go.
Yeah,
Bellator.
That's rough. Yeah, Bellator it is,
or
ONE FC.
Yeah,
they're picking up people. ONE FC actually just signed Gordon Ryan to submission grappling fights and MMA fights. Best submission grappler in the world, Gabe. Watch out for him.
Okay. Bare knuckle fighting.
No bare knuckle fighting. Maybe for Woodley. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I'll watch Woodley and bare knuckle. Yeah. Dude's fucking washed. So I think that's about enough of that. Good job, Luque. And who did he call out at the end? Oh, Nate Diaz. I like that.
Oh,
I like that. Nate Diaz hasn't called out Luque, and he's right. Luque is right. I think Nate Diaz is scared of him. Like, let's fucking go.
That'd be a fun one.
That would be a fun one.
They're both kind of like pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a striking one.
Yeah, and they're both come forward and fucking punch me guys. So that could be good. That could be good. We'll see. I haven't seen anything from Nate Diaz. He's usually quick to pop off at the gums whenever something happens. So he probably doesn't want that smoke. Just like the entire heavyweight division doesn't want this fucking Ngannou smoke.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my goodness. Talking about super necessary after KO punches.
Yeah, super necessary. Herb just couldn't get there in time, man.
My goodness, dude. We've been saying it this whole time. He looked better than he fought last time. So
yep.
He's just as strong.
Yeah.
It was hard to tell that if he was better because he was just like one punching dudes left and right first round.
That's true. But
his hairstyle was different. We knew it was better.
This was the first time that I can recall that we've seen someone attempt to take him down.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time, to be honest.
That's true. Well, usually because the fights last 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen a fight go past round 1 in what? Fucking 3-4 years, I think, on it.
We talked about last podcast. It was a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
He's only done it twice.
Exactly. I think the last time was Stipe. Oh, no, Derek Lewis after Stipe was the last time.
Yeah.
Because that went to 3-round decision. But my God, the power in that man's hands. One of my friends said they shouldn't let actual human beings in the octagon with him. They should have like a heavyweight champion of the world and then the Predator belt for Ngannou. Like that's we need to separate him from the rest of us mortals.
Dude. So Derek Lewis or John Jones?
Derek Jones. Oh, who's next up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, John Jones is calling for fucking retirement and to be released from his contract. And I say, good, get him the fuck out of here.
Well, because it's so easy to say John Jones, but Dana White said in his presser, like, yeah, it's one thing to say, show me the money. But when fighters really want to fight, they'll fight.
Yeah.
And then even someone said on Twitter, he kind of went back and forth with someone and was like, I don't need to fight if I don't need to fight. If they're not going to show me the money, then I'm not fighting.
Yeah, then shut the fuck up and don't fight.
And then so someone was like, so it ain't about the fight? He's like, it's about being valued. And if I'm not going to be valued, I'm not stepping in that octagon. He's like, I've made my money. I don't need to step back in.
Dude, why does he cry every 5th month about, so my feelings are hurt because Dana White's ignoring me? That's because he doesn't want to pay fucking $12 million to hit a guy.
There's a good chance that, if Dana doesn't want to spend that money, but dude, come on. It's going to get so much hype. He's
going to cave and pay.
It's going to cave. It's just not as certain as we thought it was going to be, is what I'm getting at.
No, I think John Jones is fucking gone. I think Dana White tells him to hit the fucking bricks. Like, who gives a shit anymore?
I think the hype is going to get absolutely unreal, and John Jones is just going to push all the fans' buttons to get it going.
I don't think so, because nobody fucking cares about John Jones anymore. Nobody gives a shit when he tweets.
Dana White's going to schedule another heavyweight fight to go up against Ngannou. Jones is going to go back down, take the belt back, and then he's going to be like, okay, now pay me so I can fight for this champ versus champ.
Fuck that. Dana White doesn't need to do shit with John Jones. If John Jones wants to sit there, bitch and moan and ask for ridiculous sums of money, fuck that guy. No. Like, sorry, not only has your background fucked up every time I try and do a promotion on you, like your criminal history, your fucking drug abuse, you being caught busted for roids fucking twice in your career, like not only is all of that there that you're trying to ask ridiculous sums of money for, but you're also kind of a boring fighter to watch. Sorry, dude. Get the fuck out. Unless you want Ngannou to actually manhandle and murder you.
Maybe that's what Dana wants.
Maybe that's what Dana wants. I think it would be great to see Derek Lewis go up against Ngannou, because that would be back-to-back times he's fought Stipe and then Ngannou. Or Stipe and then Lewis, I mean. Except
he destroyed him.
Well, last time he lost to both of them. So I'd like to see it. That's most power per hand in the octagon ever.
Brock Lesnar comes back.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no, please. That man is a mountain of PEDs. No. Brock Lesnar is the reason that Alistair Overeem was one of my favorite fighters for a long time. Because Alistair Overeem came and knocked him the fuck out. And I was so happy. Like,
JDS did too, right?
Did JDS knock him out?
Where's it Cain Velasquez? Which is the one where he was like up against the cage, just getting like.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Overeem?
Could be. I could have sworn JDS did though, or Cain Velasquez.
I don't remember. I remember someone leg locking him and Overeem's knockout, of course, but that was it.
All right, hold on. I gotta take a fucking piss. I've been holding this the whole time, so I wrote down the time that I'm leaving, so I can
just pee in your own mouth.
I'm not gonna pee. Oh.
Well, I guess it's time to announce our breakaway from Gabe's show for the YouTube audience. Johnny, what's our show going to be about?
Porn stars.
You heard it here first. The first ever mic full porn pod. What's our first topic?
Let's see. That's your department.
You were the one who brought up porn stars. No, this is your shield. You die on it.
Let me think about this.
All right. You're not just stalling until Gabe gets back, are you?
Maybe. I'll ask him for the topic.
All right. Who's got the shiniest butthole in porn?
Ooh.
The shiniest, like that's a pristine butthole.
Oh my god, that's
Gabe.
so much better.
Gabe, who's got the most pristine butthole in porn? Just when you get back, just go back and listen to this.
Oh god.
When you edit.
Most pristine?
He texted me. Gabe texted me the other day, and he's like, "My wife just asked me if I knew who
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa is." I didn't know what to say.
Oh,
I said TikToker.
No, you just got to be like, isn't she dating Ashton Kutcher? Mila Kunis.
Oh,
see?
smart.
Yeah.
She was like, no, I know she's a porn star. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you just got to act really dumb or just be a fucking adult and say she's a porn star. Gabe, Sarah knows you watch porn. It's fine.
Oh, I know. I just don't want to know how much.
You're like, yeah, but Mia Khalifa's too lame. Like, you got to go through these fucking weird back websites to find it. Make sure you have your VPN hooked up. Gabe watches weird shit. All right, what are we moving on to?
We are moving on to NBA.
Cool. I see the Lakers have slid back another one.
I think they won last night.
Yeah, they're on a 2-game win streak, but in the standings, they slid back behind the Clippers. Yeah.
They'll get the 8th seed or 7. But
yeah, we slid down a spot too.
The big thing last week was, of course, the NBA trading deadline.
Oh,
we saw some big trades go down. I guess the biggest one would be, the Magic trading Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets. And he made his debut last night. He was going off in the first half. He dropped 11 points in the first half, but only finished with 13.
Are they pulling him early or?
No, I think he's just like
He just sucked.
Just slow down.
Oh, yeah, got it.
He's coming off the bench, so it's not like he's starting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
And then we got Oladipo to the Heat. Pretty good for. I don't know. I didn't really like it for the Heat, to be honest. He's like another Jimmy Butler kind of, but lesser shooting. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of the same. But which trade do you guys think is gonna have the biggest impact this season? Do you know all the other trades or?
No, none at all.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely zero. I was scrambling to find one just so I could pull something out of my ass. Like, oh, I see this person in WNBA was traded.
Well, that's a hot move.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's going to be Rondo to the Clippers. Kawhi's been wanting a point guard, and I know they were trying to get Lonzo. They're pretty hard on trying to get Lonzo Ball, which I didn't fall through. I think the Pelicans just didn't want to trade him. So they got the next closest thing to Lonzo, which would be Rondo. His shooting's not there, but he still has, the length, the defense, and the playmaking. So that's big for them. So he'll fit well with that team. Made him a little bit more competitive.
They're saying the Celtics went up. What is this even ranking? I'm looking at some CBS website where it's NBA power rankings. They're saying the Celtics went up 7 with their trades, and we went down 8 with our trades.
Yeah, we don't think we did. I think we just traded away players. I don't think we got players.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know we traded away Marquise Chris. To the Spurs.
And Wanamaker?
Yeah, Wanamaker.
Wanamaker
to the Hornets.
Both for like cash consideration.
Yeah.
One is the Bulls get Nikola Vucevic.
Vucevic.
I like that move a lot. I think it just helps the Bulls out a little bit more. That was pretty young and small. Mm-hmm. So to get kind of like a bigger guy, I thought it was pretty cool for them.
Yeah.
A team that I already kind of like a lot, rising. And so to see that, I thought that was a pretty good move.
No, I'm big on, I like Kobe White a lot. So I watched them a bit. They were also big on trying to get Lonzo, but I guess the Pelicans just wanted to hold on to him. Because a lot of teams were apparently interested in getting Lonzo, but I guess Pelicans wanted him for some reason.
Yeah,
I think he's perfect on that team, to be honest, but he'll fit. He could fit in a bunch of different places.
Yeah, I like him a lot as like just a point guard and what he's developed into.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you can get someone that has pretty good shooting around him, I know he like stepped up in his 3, but like I think he does a lot of other things really, really well. That get like a high scoring offense that I think he can do pretty well.
So, pretty funny one was that Rondo trade. So with him going to the Clippers, they sent Lou Will to the Atlanta Hawks. And that's I don't know if you guys remember, but last year in the bubble, he's the one that left the bubble to go to a strip club in Atlanta.
That's what's up.
And he claimed it was for the wings.
Dude, if a place got good wings.
So now he's getting traded to Atlanta. So the other day, on the day it happened, Lemon Pepper Lou was trending on Twitter.
Oh goodness!
Don't knock strip club wings, okay? Like strip club food is low key fantastic. Next time you guys are down here for a Raider game, I'll show you.
Okay, I like to hear it.
Yeah, I'll just take you on a tour of all the greatest strip club eateries.
Like here, you don't want to get the wings here. You want to go for the fries.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like my fries with eyes.
There's a strip club that sells steak dinner here in town. Like you can legit have a steak dinner at a strip club.
I want to say Portland had a vegan strip club.
I was like, huh? Yeah. How are you supposed to? Never mind. I was thinking about eating something.
Yeah.
That can be meaty. What Was that the one that did? Was that the strip club that came up with Boober Eats?
Maybe.
Because there was a strip club. It was either Washington or Oregon, but there was a strip club that had a restaurant, and then they weren't getting any business for their strip club, obviously. So during COVID, they started their own food delivery service called Boober Eats, where it was like an exorbitant fee to get these strippers out to your house. But they would go out there to your house and show you their tits while they gave you food. And they called it Boober Eats, and then Uber Eats sued the shit out of them, and they lost name rights to that and changed it to something boring.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? They couldn't let anyone have fun. All right, so Johnny, I want you to listen to this thing that CBS Sports is writing about the Celtics and tell me if this makes any fucking sense at all.
Perfect sense.
Celtics added Evan Fournier. Fournier?
Yeah.
Okay. Marcus Smart says he's recovered from his injury. And they traded out Daniel Theis. And Robert Williams started in as center, and they say that moved him up 7 points in the power rankings.
Where were they to where do they put them?
They're at 11, so they must have been 18 or 19.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense then. Because they're not because that in the West it's the top 3 teams, and then in the East it's like the top 3 teams, and then it's pretty like wishy-washy with all the other teams. So it makes sense.
Okay.
That they they picked up a player to improve their team, and when the league's like there's not heavy favorites really, other than like the top 2 in each division in each conference.
Essentially saying they were probably going to miss the playoffs as opposed to now making it into the 5 or 6 seed. I think it kind of makes sense. It's probably players returning from injuries bigger than the trade.
Yeah, they're actually gaining 2 players at the same time, but one was just on an injury.
Yeah. And then another one that happened was the Raptors traded Norman Powell to the Blazers. And they were playing yesterday against each other, the Blazers and the Raptors, and Powell started. And on the opening tip-off, he lined up on the Raptors side.
Oh my God, what a goofball.
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty great.
And he checks in, and he's like, saying what's up to all his old teammates and like waving to the bench. And then he goes and lines up on their side.
I meant probably through just being just an average day at work. It's just so hard to kind of get your mind.
Yeah. It's just out of that at that point.
Yeah. You kind of just if you're talking to your old teammates, you're probably like, all right, let's get back to where we're supposed to be.
And the trade was just I think that was his first game, and the trade just happened a couple days prior.
That must be so rough to be playing the team you just came from.
Yeah, right.
He was on their championship team too.
Damn.
So MLB.
Sure. Gabe had and do you want to do your NFL story now or after?
We could do it now.
It's up to you.
Yeah, so we don't really have much for NFL, although I just found a hilarious story that happened. I'm sure you guys heard a little bit about it, but on Reddit, our NFL, a user posted, I want to say it was a pretty random account, kind of user 5, with a bunch of 7 different numbers, posted on it saying that there was going to be a transaction between Chicago and Pittsburgh, a player between Chicago and Pittsburgh was going to happen. And then so that was the title. And then he went through the reasoning, and it was because he was playing Warzone, and through a player that he was playing with, a female's mic, he overheard the husband talking oh yeah, deal to Pittsburgh, from Chicago. Okay, yeah, we could do that. And they kind of pressed her on and on about it. And she's like, no, that's just my husband talking loudly through the mic. And so this user goes through her Twitch and username, finds out who the husband is, which was offensive lineman Rashad Coward. And he was a restricted free agent. So he played on Chicago. That's why the deal had to be made between the two. And so he was like, so if it happens, this is how I found out. And then they were like, yes, confirmed. Rashad Coward's wife did leak information through Twitch. And then Ian Rappaport was like,
it sounds like she didn't even release information. It sounds like she was getting harassed by horny dudes on Twitch.
And then was like, so then, yeah, we ended up finding out he did sign with Pittsburgh. But yeah, no, definitely. They're probably you have a boyfriend? Sure. And she's like, yes, my boyfriend plays for the NFL. Like, he'll kick your ass or something.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, sure, your boyfriend plays for the NFL. You want to go out like this Saturday or something? Like,
oh my God, you're a girl and you game?
Yeah, what's on your Amazon wish list?
You got bathwater for sale?
Yeah, how is there a website where I can pay to see pictures of your butthole?
And that is what started his reporting career.
Yeah. So Reddit's been right on NFL trades and the stock market now. Good for them.
Man, Reddit is just starting to become a powerhouse here.
God, I'm glad I left that website before it became sentient. Oh, Jesus. All right. MLB. We have one more day of baseball before opening day. We got one last day of spring training. It's Tuesday, probably after this episode comes out. Anyway, Thursday, though, that's the big one. You guys are playing the Astros at home. How do you feel about it? You're going to that game, aren't you?
I was, but it sounded like we're going to have to paint the fence. I'm going to have to skip out on it, but I am getting season tickets. So,
bro, paint the fence?
Trust me, I'm not happy.
You Tom Sawyer motherfucker. What are you doing?
He's put it off for 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my God, dude. It's a Thursday.
Oh, well, I was never going to go to the Thursday, but that's the one where I'm like actually thinking about going to. But I don't know if I'll have the season tickets in time for that one.
I thought about buying a fucking plane ticket to San Francisco for Thursday.
Hey, Brad, we do have to go to a Giants game though this season.
Oh, absolutely. I'm without a doubt flying back and going to one. Yeah.
But for the actual series of the Astros, dude, I don't know. I'm always hesitant when it comes to playing with the Astros.
These guys are going to slap their tits around.
I hope so.
Keep trash cans out of their fucking locker rooms. You'll be fine, dude.
No, I'm pretty excited. I'm hopeful that, I just want our bats to be flying pretty hard against them because I think no matter what our pitching's like, they're going to score. It's just the Astros. I don't think we're going to be able to keep them.
Their bats are great, but their rotation is kind of sloppy this year.
So I'm hoping the only shitty part is when you don't think the A's are going to do well, they do okay, and then when you think they're going to actually like obliterate someone, they fucking fall apart. So
yeah, good. Yeah,
I'm pretty nervous, but you guys.
Holy shit! I didn't realize you guys picked up Trevor Rosenthal too for your pitching. Gross. Yeah, I like him.
I just want our pitching to be way more consistent. That was just my issue. Like a consistent pitcher is all I ask for. Because it is just frustrating to like really hard to predict how sometimes our bats can be inconsistent, and then especially they can play off the pitching. So it's like when that gets inconsistent, it's just like, oh my God, your teams are supposed to blow out. We just either squeak by or we lose, and it's just frustrating.
I like Trevor Rosenthal. I think he's going to be a nice addition to your team.
You guys play the Mariners, so you guys should feel pretty confident.
Yes. Yeah. It feels good.
I'd be pretty worried if you're already nervous about the Mariners.
No, that feels pretty good. As bad as we are, it's fucking thank God I'm not a Seattle fan. Jesus, they have it rough. They've got it rough. Yeah, so hopefully we at least slap them around a little bit at the beginning because I think we played them and then like an equally shit team. I don't remember if it's the D-backs or the Rockies we play next.
I thought it was never mind. I thought it was the Padres.
Is it the Padres?
Then the Rockies.
The Rockies are at home then. So we play the Padres in San Diego. Got
looking at tickets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so okay, so we play the Padres, so that's gonna fucking suck. But at least we get to slap up on the smaller disabled kid before we go face to face with the tough guy.
And you guys play the Dodgers.
We play the Astros, the Dodgers, the Astros.
Yeah, you guys, that's rough.
What the fuck?
I mean, did you guys hear the over/under on the Dodgers season this year?
At the Dodgers?
Yeah, they're over/under on their wins.
What is it?
101.5.
Oh man, that's tough.
101.5. I want to say the Padres were like at 97.5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
101.5. That's so tough though, because they're playing the Padres a lot. Like, I'd take the under on it, not just because I'm not a Dodger fan. Like, we were talking about it a little bit before the podcast. Like, the pitching rotation the Dodgers have is stuff of fucking legend. Like,
dude,
it's
it is
disgusting.
So filthy.
I don't think they have a single guy, like, outside of like Joe Kelly, I know is like hit or miss every now and again. They have, I guess they got a few hit or miss guys, but I'm going to say 95% of this fucking lineup could be starting pitchers.
Yeah, dude. Just like, oh my God, the Kershaw, Bauer, Bueller, bro. I'm just like, holy fuck.
Which Kershaw is like, he's got to be on one of his last years. But still, that's gross. And to add the fucking Cy Young winner last year to your team. Say what you want about fucking Trevor Bauer. I know some people have like a love-hate relationship with him, but that dude's fucking good. He spins the ball well. So yeah, that's rough. But everyone's fucking forgetting that they're going to play the Padres. Well, I guess they don't play them a lot. They play them, I want to say like 2 series in April, 2 in September, and like 1 in the middle of the year. So, but still, that's like 15 games you're going to play against San Diego, and it's going to be like 1-1. You're going to win half and lose half. So to say 101.5, like that's so fucking many.
It is so many.
I don't know.
Is there any players you guys are excited to watch play that are not on your team?
Jack Leiter.
Who's he play for?
He plays for Vanderbilt.
Oh. MLB, man.
Oh.
I mean, the only issue is we literally talked about that last week.
Yeah, okay. I know. I know we did. I'm updating you on his record. He's now 6-0 with 59 strikeouts and a .25 ERA through 36 innings. He has 1 earned run in 36 innings.
Jeez.
And 59 strikeouts.
Shane Bieber-esque.
Yeah, disgusting. No, but for real though, a player that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Tatis this year. I'm excited to see what happens. Obviously, yeah. Dude's a fucking stud. And it's pretty easy to say Tatis, really, but dude's a stud, and a lot of, I don't know why I shouldn't say a lot. There's a small group of haters of his online that are saying last year was a fluke. And I'm like, no, I think he's just that fucking good. Like, I think he's that fucking good. So I'm excited to see him despite being an interleague rival.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the whole Padres to kind of battle it out with the Dodgers, and hopefully something else can come out of that.
That's must-watch TV whenever that's on.
Yeah.
Johnny, who are you pumped for?
Well, I'm a big fan of Kyle Lewis, who's a Rookie of the Year last year for the Mariners. So I'll get to see him opening series, which is cool. So I want to see how he does in a full-length season. Because, was he just hot in 60 games, or can he carry it over to a full season length? And then also Juan Soto. I know he's been getting a lot of like hype recently.
You gotta love Juan.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play personally, so I just
interested
to see how he. Yeah,
you've never seen the Soto Shuffle?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god!
I know he's like fucking 34 of 38 or some shit, right?
Yeah. The
training.
Dude's a stud. Yeah, I want to say his OPS is like a 1.3 or something gross like that. The dude's just killing it. Not this year. That's like his overall. But watch it whenever he's at bat. He does this little shuffle you got to watch where he like dances in the box, and if he's really feeling himself, he'll turn to the pitcher and just grab his nuts at him. It's great. It's you gotta watch the Soto Shuffle.
Yeah, I have to check out a couple of their games.
Just
because he's only like 21 too, right? Or 22, something like that.
Oh, he's super young. I don't think he's that young, but he's young.
22.
Yeah, he's 22.
Is he really? Wow.
Yeah. I think him and Acuna. Is it Acuna?
Acuna, yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty like young and like exciting players.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, that was going to be mine.
I think Acuna is still on the Braves this year, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. I think he's a free agent after this year.
Okay. Yeah, the Braves are a team that I'm excited for. The Braves are going to be like actually good this year.
Yeah.
I hope.
They lost Lindor, right? Francisco
I think
Lindor.
so.
Isn't he on the Mets now?
Lindor. Yeah, Lindor does play for the Mets now, I think.
Are we sure we're not checking Soto for venereal disease by the amount of times he has to scratch his balls?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, he's just watching highlights of him scratching.
Yeah, Lindor is on the Mets.
Okay, yeah.
I forget who else the Mets picked up. They picked up someone else who's just absolutely nasty too. But Acuna,
and they picked up Simeon from the A's too.
Yeah. No. That's the Blue Jays picked up Simeon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Blue Jays are going to be good this year too. Like they've set up a nasty team.
They open against the Yankees.
Good. The Yankees, it's so wild. A lot of people are betting on them to do super good, but I'm like, half of them are fucking all going to be injured by the time midseason rolls around. Like, how do you expect? To be fair, the last 2 years, they have had like stellar seasons, even with the injuries they've gotten. They just can't put shit together in the postseason. But I don't know. I don't know if
how's their rotational pitching? Because I know that was one of their like strengths somehow, like last year.
I don't remember, but I don't think they have a solid lineup. Their starting nine is gross. Like a lot of big sluggers. Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge. Oh, were you talking? I thought you were talking the Yankees.
I was.
Oh.
I said Blue Jays. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
Oh, no, because he was saying about their starting nine. And I said, yeah.
Yeah, their starting nine's gross.
On the Blue Jays, though, I like Bo Bichette. That dude's pretty good. He's their shortstop.
Oh.
Yeah, he's really good.
Well, he's going to be flicking the ball to Simeon a lot, apparently, this year. The Yankees picked up Corey Kluber, who he was decent with the Indians last year. Who else do they have for their starting rotation? Jameson Talion? This can't be their starting rotation. I don't know any of these fucking guys. Oh, here it is. Garrett Cole, Corey Kluber. Yeah, Jameson Talion, who I've never fucking heard of. Jordan Montgomery, Michael King, and Domingo German, which I thought they were putting Chapman into more of a like mid to late relief starting pitcher role instead of just their closer. I thought they were trying to bring him a little bit more depth into the ball game, but it doesn't seem to look like that in their website. No, well, but yeah, the Yankees starting rotation's not great. And I don't, if their bats get injured, like I think their whole team's down the shitter. So not to mention they play the Blue Jays quite a bit, who are actually a good team, and the Rays, who are actually a good team.
That's they hate each other, right?
Yeah. The Yankees and the Rays were the ones who were throwing at each other's heads last year. So could get wild. But
is there any series you guys are excited for, like for this opening weekend, other than Giants and A's?
Let me see. Well, I was hyped on the White Sox. I thought they were going to be like sneaky good this year. But what's his name? Fucking Eloy Jimenez injured himself in spring training. He tore his pectoral muscle and is likely to not return. And that's a big hole in their lineup. So, and defensively, the dude was a stud.
Yeah, the Mets and Nationals should be a good one.
Fuck you.
Mets and Nats will be good. I don't think the Nats are going to stand up to them, though. I think the Nats are going to get slapped around a lot in that series.
It'll be a fun one to watch with all the bats.
It will be. Rays and Marlins will be a low-key good one. The battle for Florida. That's going to be a good one. The Marlins are putting together a good team this year, and the Rays have lost a few guys, but that's okay because they still should be good.
I was even going to say the Braves and Phillies. I think that starts on Saturday.
Is it Saturday?
think it starts Saturday.
Yeah.
Braves and Phillies?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, Thursday. They're playing Thursday.
Yeah, they are playing
you're
Thursday.
Right, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
one I'm pretty excited for.
I think the Braves are going to slap the Phillies around in that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really going to get Phillies are going to get beaten up. Phillies and the Nats are going to have a fun little rivalry this year because they're both like equally mid-tier, and that one could be fun. Twins and Brewers could be low-key good. Orioles and Red Sox is great if you want to watch a lot of bad baseball. Yeah, other than that, it's a lot of like really just teams getting slapped around at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yankees and Blue Jays will be a good one though.
I think I know I said disregarding these series, but I think your guys' series game is going to be a good one with the A's and the Astros.
Absolutely, that's going to be a really good one. That's going to be a really
excited
good one.
for that one too.
Is that a 4 game or a 3 game?
That's Thursday. I know it's 4 because I have
Your
4
guys are still
opportunities to
playing
go
Sunday.
to. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So that one could be wild. Before you immediately go play the Dodgers, that is, oh God. God, you guys are going through the fucking meat grinder, aren't you? Who do you play after the Astros for the second time?
Cool. Oh,
The Diamondbacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you just get a slap around the disabled kid. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, at least you get one pushover team. And you're probably, dude, I don't want to watch any Diamondbacks this year. I don't think I want to see the fucking ghost of Madison Bumgarner.
Dude. Wait, is this? Yeah, Brad, did you see that we have the series and then we have like 5 days off?
No, we don't.
Did we not? Am I looking at the wrong schedule?
No, we play the Dodgers or we play the Mariners, then the Padres, then the.
Oh, for some reason on my schedule there it's like blank.
Yeah. Oh, and then the Rockies after the Padres.
Yeah.
Which
for some reason that the Padres game's like not on the schedule I have.
Really?
Yeah, it's one I like took off the internet, but as like my background, and for some reason the Padres aren't on there.
Oh, well, that's fucked up. They don't even say the Padres count as a team. That's mean. That's just another thing that's going to spur them forward. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch the Padres get angry.
Same.
Fucking
ready for Slam Diego.
Slam Diego. I fucking love that team. They put together such a good ball club. My dick's getting a little bit hard thinking about Thursday, to be honest, you guys. We might get kicked off YouTube.
Okay.
You're just gonna see fucking.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You got a broomstick in your pocket?
All fucking Spotify is gonna hear is you're just gonna see fucking.
Fucking.
Okay.
All right, we ready to wrap?
Mm-hmm. On that note,
I'll close. Well, that'll do it for another episode of a Mike Full podcast. Thank you for joining us. Check us out on what?
I'm stretching.
Oh, I thought you had something to say.
Kinda.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about the Niners trade.
There was a Niners trade.
Yeah, they traded.
you wait until we're done.
Yeah,
with
you waited until
MLB.
we're literally ending.
I forgot. All right, and I looked down and saw
you
Jaime
forgot.
texted me.
You forgot. Poor planning.
Spit it out just real quick.
That's fine. It's too late.
Oh, God damn it. That'll do it for another episode of a Mike Full podcast. Thank you for joining us. Check us out on YouTube. Give us a like and a follow. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter as well. Be sure to like all of our posts on there. Sometimes we make fun of Gabe. He did say he enjoys the Yankees last week. And check us out next week. We're going to be going over the first games of the regular season of baseball. I believe there's a fight card as well, and movement in the NBA coming a little bit closer to the end of the season over there. Not really, actually. But anyway, join us next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
What episode is this?